Welcome back, guys. We're going to go through page 11 now of the Geometry 3H pack, and now that we've learned about all different types of circles, we're going to find out how to work out the length around the circumference of a circle. Okay, so before we do this, let's just get into what pi is. And to do this, I've got this perfect example here on question 1. So Ben is given a circle with a diameter of 7 centimeters. Using a piece of thread, he measures the circumference to be 22 centimeters. Okay, so imagine that. You've got a circle, you know the diameter, 7 in this case, and you use a bit of thread and you wind it around the circle as accurately as you can, trying to keep it on the circle, and then you unroll the thread and you measure it and see how long it is. And so he found it to be 22 centimeters. Hannah is given a circle with a diameter of 10.6 centimeters. So her circle was slightly bigger, and she did the same thing. She measured the circumference to be 33.3. Their teacher tells them to divide their respective circumferences by diameters. Work out their answers on a calculator, write down all the figures on your display. So let me just get a calculator up here. Okay, so Ben's division was 22 divided by 7, and if we do that on a calculator, that gives 3.142857. That's a recurring number, so that pattern will recur. And if you do Hannah's division, we want to divide 33.3 by 10.6. See what she gets. .141509, and then it goes on and on and on. So I'll just leave it like that. So what have they discovered? Well, they've just discovered the number pi. Okay, you might have heard of pi being close to 3.14. So that's how we spell pi. It's all it is a Greek letter in their alphabet. Okay, so it looks like this in their alphabet, and we use it because the number would just be too hard to remember on its own. It actually goes on and on forever, and it's 3.141,592. Okay, 6. I think the next one is, but it goes on and on forever. Okay, and there's no recurring patterns, no repeating patterns, so there's no easy way to remember it. So we just give it this letter pi. Okay, and what they've discovered is that there's a relationship between the radius of a circle, the diameter of a circle, and the length around the outside, which makes sense. I guess if you make the diameter bigger, you make the length around the outside bigger, but it's not as simple as that. There's this proportional relationship between those two things. Okay, so why were their answers not exactly the same? Very simple. It's very hard to measure accurately the length around a circle. Okay. Okay, so we're going to move on to question 2 and actually use this once we've just done one more thing. I'm going to write down something that actually comes out of this. So we've just discovered that when you divide the circumference by the diameter, we get the number pi. Okay, and 3.14 is enough to be able to use it accurately, but I'm going to write the formula anyway. Okay, and what we can do to this is just rearrange it slightly and just bring this diameter up here, and then we've got a formula for the circumference of a circle. So the circumference is pi times by the diameter. Okay, so we're going to use that on these circles. You're going to need a calculator, preferably one with a pi button, but if not, you can just type in the numbers 3.14. So the circumference on this one, just change colour, is pi times 10. Okay, oops. So we just do that on the calculator, and that is 31.4 to one decimal place. So just like the number pi itself, your answers will keep on going on and on forever. And it's just centimetres, it's not centimetres squared or anything like that, because it is just a length at the end of the day. This one will be 7 pi, 7 times pi. And that gives us 22.0 when we round it to 1 decimal place. 3 pi gives us 9.4. Now that's in millimeters. 6 pi is 18.8 millimeters. Sorry, meters on that one. 0.5 pi is 1.6 meters. 9 pi is 28.3 centimeters on this one. 25 pi is 78.5 centimeters, and finally 1.3 times pi. Oops. It's 4.1 meters. Okay, and the last question on this page, exactly the same as the one above. They want us to find the circumference of the circles, but this time we've been given the radius. Okay, so we first need to double this, because when you double the radius, you would get the length of the diameter. So the diameter is 8, and then we just times that by pi. So the circumference for this circle would be 25.1. If we double 32, we're going to get 64. So 64 times pi is 201.1. If we double 8, we're going to get 16. So 16 pi is 50.3. If we double 5.5, we're going to get 11. So 34.6 millimeters this time. Double 50, we're going to get 100, and 100 pi is 314.2. Double 7, we're going to get 14. So this gives us 43 point, actually that's going to be 44.0 when we round that, millimeters. If we double 71, we're going to get 142. That's 446.1. And finally, if we double 0.8, we're going to get 1.6, and 1.6 pi is 5.0 meters. Okay.